Hey everyone, Skylinks here, bringing you another video review. Today we're doing another DC Universe Classics review, and that would be of the Green Lantern, Wave 3, Figure 5. A little information about the Green Lantern. Now, if you're not a big Green Lantern fan, you may not know his backstory that well. That's probably mostly because there's more than one Green Lantern. This is Hal Jordan. He's the original Green Lantern, and by far my favorite of the bunch. His information is while in a test simulator, he was transported to an alien crash site where he was given the Green Lantern ring, because he is the man with no fear. He became one of the most elite and powerful of the superheroes around, easily getting a seat at the Justice League. Now, at one point he was turned evil, died, became the Spectre, and then brought back to life. And now he is again the main Green Lantern. That's about all you really need to know about him. The Green Lantern powers stem from the power ring that he has on his hand. The power ring allows him to create any energy objects with his mind. Force fields, energy bolts, almost anything. The one thing is that its weakness is to yellow. You need to recharge it in the lantern battery every 24 hours. And if the Green Lantern is not concentrating, then the energy projectiles will not work. And that's about all the information you really need to know. Anyways, here's the box. It's about the same as the other ones, only a little bit different on the back side. If you turn it around, you can see all the people from the Wave. Sinister, Deathstroke, Nightwing, Robin, and the Green Lantern. I have to say, out of this Wave, the only figure that I can go without getting is Deathstroke. Everyone else I kind of want to pick up. The Green Lantern was definitely the one from the Wave that I wanted the most. With that said, let's go into the figure itself. Now, the Green Lantern does come with one accessory, and it is lantern battery. It's a very light green, and rightfully so, because it's supposed to be beaming with energy. I like this. You can flip the handle around like that. Really doesn't matter, because either way it looks the same. But, I like this accessory. It's a nice little add-on, and the Green Lantern should have it. Now, onto the figure itself. Now, the Green Lantern, the one thing I have to say about his articulation on the other, as opposed to the other figures, is that at certain points he is tighter and looser than, say, Orion or Batman or any of the other figures that I previously reviewed. When I first got this figure, a lot of the areas were tight and I really had to force him to loosen it up, especially the quadriceps and the arm areas. Now, I don't know if it's just my figure, but the arm area on the ring finger is very tight. And it looks like if you put too much force on it, it could break. So you have to be real careful with that. Now, again, articulation is the same as the other ones. Feet, knee articulation, quadriceps articulation. Leg goes up and out. Arm can go up, out, hand spins, elbow bends. And, of course, his waist can spin, his abdomen can move up and back, and his head is articulated on a ball joint. Now, the detailing in this figure doesn't pick up that well up close. But when you see it from a distance, you can see the shadowing a little bit better. He does have less shadowing than, say, Batman or Orion. He's more like Superman Red, where the shadowing is put in there just enough so it doesn't ruin the color. There's a little bit here in between the pectoral region, and there's a little shadowing on the legs. But on a whole, you don't need too much shadowing with this figure. The hair is very nice, having two different colors of brown in there, a darker color and a lighter color, which really shows off the little added detail they put in there. And the ring has a green glossy, like cloaked color to it, so that's pretty nice too. On a whole, my only complaint with the articulation here, or anything about the mold here, is just the arms. I'm a little worried that if you put too much force on them, they will break. More so than the other figures. Now, where he doesn't have that much shadowing, it's okay. I can accept that because the mold is very well, and I don't think the Green Lantern needs too much shadowing, because that would take away from the green on him. And the face is very nicely done up, and that's a very nice mold. With that said, let me put him into a nasty pose, and then we'll take an up-close look at him. Okay, here's the Green Lantern in a very nasty, yet traditional pose, getting ready to use the ring, and having the lantern battery by his side. I have to say, out of all the Wave 3 figures, this is the one I was looking forward to the most. Mostly because the Green Lantern falls in my top 5 favorite superheroes. A lot of people ask me who are my top favorite superheroes, and I like to not tell people, mostly because I don't want people to see me as biased when I commemorate a great comic, or bash another one. Now, we all know Batman's number 1, but the Green Lantern clearly falls at number 3. I like the colors, I like the suit, and I love the powers. I think they're unique. So I just like the Green Lantern a lot. This figure is very nice. I like the fact that he's slender. He's not too bulky like Batman, Superman, or Etrigan. He has a very cut, muscular look, rightfully so. Now the shadowing, yes, is lacking, but it doesn't need that much shadowing. Like Superman Red or Superman Blue, it really would take away from the color, and you don't really need too much shadowing. The mold on the face is very nice. I like how they worked the hair and gave it a little bit of color into it. And the mask is very cool. The accessory of the lantern battery is a very nice addition. Again, you really don't need any other accessories with him unless you had energy waves coming out of his ring or something, similar to Superman's Red's energy bracelets, which are really just energy coming off him. On the whole, I highly suggest getting this figure, as long as you're okay with, not having too much shadowing into him. But he's a good mold, and he's a classic comic book character, so I highly suggest getting him. Now, finding the Wave 3 figures is actually pretty hard. I haven't found any in stores, so I had to resort to using online means. Going on Amazon, at least, this guy will only charge you $10, whereas Robin or Nightwing will charge you around $20. Yeah. This is definitely the anchor for Wave 3. When I mean anchor, this is the big character. For example, Wave 2 was Superman. Wave 1 was Batman. Wave 4 is going to be Wonder Woman. The anchors are what makes people want to buy the waves. But I think Wave 3 definitely has the strongest amount of popular characters. Robin and Nightwing are both popular characters. Sinister is a popular evil character. And the Green Lantern is one of the Justice League, so he's going to be very popular. Deathstroke, yeah. But anyways, with that said, I highly suggest picking up. He's a nice figure, and you can't go wrong adding him to your collection. If you collect him, you get, I believe, the right leg of Solomon Grundy, which looks like it's a nice Build-A-Figure. With that said, this is Skylinks. I'm going to say peace out for now.